Hi guys, we're back with the sort of final on our F-104 Starfighter Bluejay 4 from tomorrow is yesterday. I say sort of because the plane itself is done. I'm just not sure that I want to go with this base. I'm like 90% sure I want to do something different for the base, but I don't know what yet. I think I'd like to have something like a Delta Shield with a Tactical Air Command logo on it, but I don't know. I haven't decided. I know that the black dome is not where I want to be. But anyway, that aside, let's talk about our Starfighter. So we have obviously the old tooling Revell kit from like 1989, I think it goes back to. So it's not one of the ancient kits, but it's, you're talking 30 some years now on the tooling. The decals are all aftermarket from Victory Models. That's the F-104 set, Part 2. I'm not sure what's in Part 1. That's the one that had Part 2 had the tactical air command stuff on it, so that's kind of the one we went with. We swing it around here. See, there's our tactical air command insignia there, and well, as long as we're here, we've got. You remember from the last one we have the afterburner lit. See, I like the way it sits on the base, but I'm just not happy with this dome. It's just not what I was looking for. Even though it's technically it is a Star Trek dome base from round 2 AMT. So anyway, back to the Starfighter. We did the stainless steel for the pitot tube. Stainless steel syringe for that. We have our aftermarket resin pilot in there to be represent Captain Christopher. We went with the wingtip tanks. I did paint up and do all the ordnance racks, but they just didn't look right. It just was not the look I was wanting, with all the sparrows and sidewinders mounted on it. And in this Star Trek episode, which I showed the first part in the beginning of the clip, they used stock footage of about 10 different starfighters for the 2-minute clip. Some had missiles mounted on the wingtips, some had the tip tanks, one of them didn't have anything. Then when they went back and got the brilliant idea to CGI everything, then it's all a CGI Starfighter that they used, and it looks like crap. But anyway, well, technically the only thing that's off, which we talked about in the very beginning in the intro video, was that I did not have a number 4 decal to make this. It should be 914. So the tail numbers are off by 2 digits. There's nothing. I just didn't have one in the right size and the right font and the right color. So we have to use 912 instead of 914. But that's going to be our little secret. Just 1 second. I'm going to take it off the stand so we can look at a few things a lot closer. Hang on. Alright, we're back. You can see I zoomed in on the cockpit area where we have I got our new canopy. And remember back, the first one was a short shot, and so we had to get a replacement for that. We used the Mylar film to do our heads-up display, which really looks cool in person. The camera doesn't always pick it up the best. That it's clear, and it's It's like the candy wrapper cellophane that they sell for like bridal shower gifts and stuff. It's clear, but when it's got an opalescent color to it, so when it's get color shift, it changes from red to blue to green to kind of a gold color, and it really works well for doing those heads-up displays. I just cut a piece the size, and then I stick it on with either a little white glue, thin down white glue, canopy glue, or even Future. I've used Future on it before, just to stick it to the piece of plastic for the HUD display, and it works out really well. So we got, let's see if we can zoom in on Captain Christopher there a little bit. It was a really nice resin kit with the cast metal head, and it goes like 3 different heads. You could have the head which with the visor up and the mask off, hanging from the side of the helmet, or like we have here, I put it with the visor up and the mask on, or you could have the mask on and the visor down for it. It also comes with all the decals for the uniform, for the SAC and the Tactical Air Command, and all the various different air command and several squadron insignia that you could put on there, and it even includes a name tag for the front of the uniform. So you could be modeled with the face mask on or off, hanging from the helmet, and then the hose for the mask is a separate part that you could bend to fit. It's all again white metal that you could bend it to fit and paint it and use for whichever version of the mask you use on it. So that's our cockpit. Down here you can see, I'll adjust the camera just a hair. We used doesn't want to focus. We'll back out a little bit. There we go. Stainless steel syringes, 2 different sizes. It's like a 22 and a 24 gauge, I believe it was, something like that. So one just fits inside the other, and super glued them together and use those in place of the plastic pitot tube that comes with the kit. And then the striping is a decal that came in the kit. When we were originally painting, I'll go ahead and widen back out a little bit. We used Tamiya white primer, so I just after the primer, we just masked off the white section of the nose cone. And then after we painted the black for the silver base, we did the same thing. We masked off the sections that were going to stay black. This anti-glare screen panels here around the cockpit, and up here the inlet cones were done the same way to facilitate easy painting, because I masked those before the silver, and then after the silver we just pulled all the masks. We coated with gauzy shine enhancer from AK over the extreme metal paint. We did our decals. We used the clay wash to bring out some of the details and the panel lines and such. Some of them show up better than others, but it gives a nice look. So we can get around. We got our afterburner. Woo-hoo. When we were doing the painting, we have about 6 different colors And the tail here shows it off the best, the different shades, and it's easy to do. You paint the one, wait about 5 or 10 minutes. Use washi tape for masking. Mask the sections. Say if you're doing this one, I did this in a pale aluminum. Mask that section off, spray it, pull the tape up right away. Give it about 5 or 10 minutes. Mask off for the second section. This is I believe it was duraluminum section here. To give it a darker shade from the polished aluminum up ahead here, and this was chrome in that section. It just gives a variation of the tones of the natural metal finish. So guys, that's our F-104 Starfighter Bluejay 4 from our Star Trek episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe hopefully picked up a tip or two, or maybe you thought it was total crap, and that's the way you feel, and that's great. So yeah, if I figure out what I do with the base, I will share that at a later time. I just don't know what I'm going to do there. Maybe talk to see if I can get somebody to 3D print something like a Delta Shield with the TAC logo on it, or something like that, or make one out of wood. Don't know. We'll give her one last quick little swing. You can see our afterburner going. And our underside one last time. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. And we will see you on the next video. I have no idea what that will be. No clue whatsoever. Probably will be after the first of the year. And so with that in mind, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever, Hanukkah, Yule celebration that you happen to follow or don't follow. Have a good time. Have a happy new year. And we say if not before, we will see you in the new year. Thanks for watching. Good night.